Hello, everybody. Last week we were cooking. This week we are dancing. Who knows? Next week we might go back to cooking. But welcome. Love to see you here. Would love for you to share, to comment. A few ground rules: no bullying, no hate comments, no body shaming, none of that. Anybody violating these rules will be booted out quickly. So, something to keep in mind for you. All right? I would really appreciate it. I want to keep this positive. I want to keep this fun. If you feel like your Sunday afternoon calls for a little bit of dancing, a little bit of movement, do not hesitate to pop up and dance with me. Obviously, I will not be able to read and reply to your comments while I'm dancing. So I'm going to be popping in and out to talk to you all between the dances. Another note on the music. So all of the music on this live is copyright and royalty free. So I'm not violating any copyright agreements, anything like that. I made certain of that. And if you're interested, I would be happy to share my playlist later on. So, without further ado, let's crank up our music and let's go. Let's pause the music. Host and creator of Film Riot, Whew, that was fun. And I need my glasses. No music, don't play. We are not doing that right now. Hang on, folks. Where is my mouse? There we go. All right. Sorry about that. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining. How are you doing today? And you know what? It looks like My map is a little bit too dark, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my lights. There we go. How is everybody doing? Hello. Hello, folks. Well, I told you, if you want to jump in, feel free to do so at any time. I'm going to go get some water. So, the style of belly dancing that I was traditionally trained in is American tribal fusion style. And that is a little bit more of a freewheeling sort of style. You know, it combines elements from different styles, does fusion, and it's a lot of fun. We also studied the elements of Egyptian. Egyptian is interesting. There's some different approach with what they do with their arms, you know, how they hold their poses and stuff like that. So again, also fun. In general, I know, unfortunately, very little about the details of the history of belly dancing. I know little bits and pieces. So I know that, first of all, it is very, very old, one of the oldest forms of dance in history. And it's been practiced not only in what we now consider the Middle East, it's also been practiced in Greece, in Sparta. Remember, Sparta used to be its own state. In Egypt, so in India, of course. And something interesting, you know, if you're considering taking up belly dancing, of course, I am incredibly biased, and I fully admit it, because it's absolutely, as a dance form, it's like the love of my life. I love doing it. But here's some fun facts for you. So if you think you're too old to start, I started when I was 44. It was actually my present. My first ever belly dancing lesson was my present to myself for my 44th birthday. So I have been doing it since then, for now over 2.5 years. I'm now 46, and I intend to continue doing it until I fall over and just can't anymore. But as long as I can move, I'm going to keep dancing. So if you think that you're too old, and when I was in class, when we were still having classes, this was pre-pandemic, I had grandmothers in class with me. So again, age plays absolutely no role in this. If you are thinking, well, I just need to lose the last 10 pounds before I dare to appear in front of everybody, you know, with bare midriff. First of all, you don't have to appear with bare midriff. You don't have to. Absolutely not mandatory. You can be fully covered up, no problem. Also, again, I had grandmothers in full belly dancing gear in class with me. I've seen people of all shapes and sizes. I had at least one male classmate in my belly dancing class. So again, don't worry about it. And a lot of people say, well, everybody's going to look at me like an idiot. Trust me. When you're in a dance class, and this is not just belly dance, but any dance fitness, and I've been doing dance fitness for probably, at this point, 9 or 10 years. I don't remember when I started. But everybody is too busy minding what they're doing and watching the instructor. Nobody's looking at you. Everybody's looking at their own feet and at the instructor. Everybody's too busy being worried that they too look like idiots and I'm not doing the right thing. Don't worry about it. Nobody's staring at you. And if anybody is staring at you, it's probably an admiration that you went ahead and, dared to do this amazing and wonderful thing. So don't worry about it. So let's do another one. And again, folks, if you want to join in and jump around, please feel free. Also appreciate if you like, if you share, and if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. And I'll try to address them all. Also, since this is at my house, I do not currently have access to a dance studio. This is at my house. If there's a dog or a cat walking across the floor, don't worry about it. It is a very common occurrence around here. I have 3 dogs and 3 cats. So I am very used to them being in my videos. So don't worry about it. I know they're there. I'm just gonna dodge. So it's gonna be all right. So let's go ahead and let me get another sip of water and we'll do another. All right. Okay, where did my mouse go? Again. There it is. Hello, hi, who else do we have join? Oh, Sir Jeremiah, no salacious remarks, please. Either join or don't say anything. That's my husband, guys. Incidentally, he does have his own TikTok channel, but he's mostly active on Twitch. So he does a lot of gaming and a lot of streaming on Twitch. If I have any Minecraft aficionados over here, pop on over and check out his stuff. I can't stand the game, but if you love it, you can enjoy it. So folks, do you have any questions? Anything you want to talk about while we are on the subject of belly dancing? Well, I'm being nice, Sir Jeremiah. It's I'm being generous. That'll cost you at least a hip scarf. So in terms of belly dancing in general, we started talking about the history and where it was practiced. Another fun thing, in terms of how it works for male and female dancers. It started off more as a female dance form. And this is something I do know. So it's been discovered that in the countries where belly dancing among women was encouraged, along with the more free sort of outdoor lifestyle and just greater freedom in general, in those countries, women were generally healthier, but also women had somewhat easier pregnancies and births, and the child mortality was lower. Why is that? Because when you're learning how to belly dance, you're not just exercising your abs. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, I do ab exercises." When you do belly dancing, you get into separating your abs. So there's stuff you do with your lower abs, there's stuff you do with your middle abs, and the stuff you do with your upper abs. You know, the stuff that is just around your diaphragm. So together, for women specifically, this exercise and strengthened the muscles that are around the uterus. Thus, it made it easier for them during pregnancy and childbirth. On the other hand, in the countries where such dancing was proclaimed sinful, you know, and inappropriate and forbidden, and where women were kept generally indoors, obviously women were not in as good health, and child mortality, the infant mortality was higher during childbirth. So that is a fact. So it is definitely a good dance form for women. That said, I recommend it to everybody because it is also challenging for men, especially men who do exercise a lot, and they sort of gain a whole new perspective of what is challenging, because men frequently exercise the external muscles more. It just happens that way, you know. It's just the way it works. And so when they get into belly dancing, they suddenly start going further in. They start going into the core. They start going into, you know, those deep-seated muscles. And yeah, that's ow. Yes, that is definitely an ow when you start getting into that. And yes, it is interesting and challenging. And I would encourage men not to discard belly dancing as, ooh, girly. Try it. Trust me. It is a beast. And once you start truly getting into it, it is absolutely a beast. One of my mentors, one of my belly dancing mentors, is, I think, one of the best male belly dancers and one of the best belly dancers, period, currently performing, and that is Horace Mazarabi. Pop over to YouTube, look him up. He is incredible, and he is an amazingly sweet guy. He's a really nice guy. He has a degree in osteopathy, and he works as an osteopath, but also he dances, and he is just amazing. Even though he is my mentor, we are very, very different dancers. You know, our body types are completely different. And so while I learned a lot from him, I practice my own type of belly dancing, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, it doesn't offend him. You know, he does his thing, I do my thing. So, you know, but yeah, Horace Mazarabi, pop on over, look him up. He is, God, he's so incredible. Meanwhile, since you're here, would love for you to share, would love for you to send me some likes. And again, if you have any questions, post some. And let's go ahead and do another one. Oh, this reminds me. Actually, we might do a costume change here, because I think I like a different costume for this song. But you don't have to use traditional belly dancing music to do belly dancing. And the reason I want to do a costume change, because this next song is a little bit darker, but also it is not a traditional belly dancing song. That said, if you want to find belly dancing music, there's some here on TikTok. Just type in belly dancing music. There's an entire creator. I think it's Arabic belly dance music that has a whole bunch of stuff, and it's mostly traditional. It's mostly stuff like darbuka, and that's fine. It's great practice stuff. Great stuff to practice your shimmies. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. I'm very good at quick costume changes. I'll be right back, and we'll do another one. See you in a couple of minutes. Oh, not couple of minutes. It doesn't take me a couple of minutes to change. Be right back. See, told you it's not going to take me forever. So, by the way, in case you're wondering, almost all of my costumes are from the website called bellydance.com. And the reason I love them, first, they treat you like royalty. They have a huge collection of everything you can possibly imagine for belly dancing. Hip scarves, jewelry, skirts, tops, pants, whatever. And their shipping is like instantaneous. Like this is brand new. I'm still breaking in this costume. But I ordered it something like Tuesday and it came in Friday. So strongly recommended. And I forgot my belt. One sec. So this actually was custom made for me by a friend, by a very talented friend who does chain link jewelry and accessories. So she is amazing. I don't know if she has a website yet, but she has a Facebook page for her store. So it's Umber Chain Link Dragon. And the artist's name is Rowena Nelson, and yeah, she made me this, and I'm gonna have to ask her to make me more, because A, I'm addicted to my belly dancing stuff. Once you start, you kind of can't really stop, and B, it's just she does such beautiful work, and I have more color costumes now than I did before, so I need more color belts. All right. We're ready. As I said, have fun, jump in. Let's go. Okay, that's commercial. Sorry, guys. There we go. was fun. So cringe, don't, if you don't like what you see, Chad, you're welcome to not be on this channel. It's as simple as that. Nobody's forcing you to watch. If you don't like it, I don't expect only the positive response, but if you're going to just sit there and be negative, there are better things for you to do. Whew. I have to remember to breathe during these. So let me just see. See if anybody is on, and it doesn't look like it. So, folks, so yeah, what we're talking about, belly dancing gear, you know, we're talking about bellydance.com. And yes, there are a lot of the manufacturers who do offer much more expensive belly dancing gear, who supply to the professional dancers. Those are higher quality. I would love to have them. I would love to have some custom made gear. I mean, just having a custom made belt is flipping amazing. That was, you know, that I helped design, that I helped contribute to the colors, you know, that I helped watch the entire process of making. Yes, it is fantastic to have something that nobody else has. However, it is very expensive. It is incredibly expensive. So, and you know, some of the amazing costume out there are definitely running, you know, somewhere up in the hundreds of dollars. So, you know, much as I would love to be buying from other sources, bellydance.com right now is my friend. You know, it's what I can afford, and they are very affordable. The only problem with that is that it's the number of orders you place, because that stuff is addicting. You know, we I have a huge wish list on bellydance.com. Hey Lily, how are you, gorgeous? Good to see you. So we're just talking about belly dancing gear and how addictive it is when you start. It's like cosplay, you know. I think to some extent belly dancing is a form of cosplay. You know, it is a certain image, definitely, that you put on. And it comes with a certain mood. Belly dancing is inherently kind of on a seductive, flirtatious side. Nothing we can do about that. That's just the nature of the beast. I don't mind it that way. I think it's fun. My instructor, my first belly dancing instructor, who is also my friend, Melanie, you know, she always told us, you know, when we were learning a certain move, you know, now look over your shoulder and flirt, turn to the audience and flirt, blah, blah, blah. So you kind of learn how to do that. So there is that, you know, one of my favorite, there's a move called Dracula, which is here's why it's called Dracula. So you go arm across Dracula's cape, but then you want to show your beautiful cape to everybody, so you turn with your back to the audience, but then you go over the shoulder and you flirt. So it's stuff like that. And again, it is inherently part of this particular dance style. Not damn thing wrong with that. Men can do this, women can do it. Nothing wrong with that. That said, you know, we're not out there to be disrespected. You know, we all value our art very, very highly and treat it very, very seriously. It is a lot of hard work. So just because we dance in provocative costumes and we flirt with the audience as part of our choreography doesn't mean we're asking for it. So be respectful to the dancers. For male dancers specifically, guys, I'm sorry to say, unfortunately, there's still a lot of stigma against male belly dancers. I mean, male dancers in general, ballet dancers are still getting crap. If you want to find out about this, read Jim Nowakowski's new book that just came out. Look him up. Look him up on Instagram. He's amazing. But he wrote about that. But with belly dancers, it's even more so because, yes, the hair and pants, yes, lots of jewelry, yes, lots of makeup, blah, 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 blah. And of course, the nature of the movement is very provocative. Lily, don't do that. You said you were tight on budget. Don't make me give you the mom look. But thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you for the roses. So if you take it on, if you take on belly dancing, if you're a male dancer, my heart goes out to you. I hope you're surrounded by kind and understanding people. Okay, I hope they encourage you in your journey, and I hope they don't give you any crap about this particular art form. So, and I'll be right here on the sidelines rooting for you. So let's do another, guys. Let's do another. And as always, you are welcome to jump right in and shake it up. And if there's a particular move you want to ask me about, if you want to ask about the shimmy, if you want to ask about the body roll, how to do that, if you want to ask about some of the combinations, the comments are open. And, let's go. That was good times. Love you too, Lily. This is work. Whew. Wow, we are up to some likes. Yes. Thank you so much, everybody, for commenting, for liking. Lily, you want to jump in? I don't see you. Okay. Pop on in whenever you can, Lily. Thank you. Thank you again for the likes. Thank you for the roses. It looks like the rest of our friends are out and about today, you know, which is fine. I get it. Everybody has different things to do Sunday afternoon. I was trying to time this so that both our friends both on this and that side of the pond, you know, could jump on in and join. But yeah, things to think about, you know, when you start working with belly dancing is, I think for me it was the body discipline. So fortunately I have some dance training already in place, and so it was more the style of the movement and the style of the posture, you know, that were different, because I have some ballroom training and some Latin ballroom and some ballet training. So I think the biggest aha for me was just the different foundation for between belly dancing and you know, and other forms of dancing that I've liked. Because here's the thing, so both for ballet, you know, they encourage you to be like a very straight posture, maybe with like this little bend in the back. You know, with the ballroom dancing, even more so, you know, you have that little back bend. In belly dancing, there actually isn't, you know. Thank you, Lilia. I appreciate it. Hi, thank you for joining. So in belly dancing, first of all, the first thing we do is feet flat. So you sort of feel your all four corners of your feet. And if you want to try that, try it with me. So feet flat, loosen your knees. Your knees have to be soft. We rarely use our knees for anything in belly dancing. The only time we use our knees that, you know, and we can't move, is when we do the freestyle shimmy, because that's when we wiggle our knees. Other than that, you know, knees are where they are. Why do we want to keep the knees soft? Well, to keep the circulation going. That, by the way, is also useful for singers. And I know I have some singers out there. What do they teach you? Do not lock out your knees, otherwise you're going to pass out on stage from lack of circulation. And that is 100% true. Same thing. Same thing. I'm belly hurt a bit. Well, that, you know, if it hurts, don't do it. You know, don't do it if it hurts. That's, you know, in anything, work your way up to things. It's not, you're not going to look like Horst Massarabi or April Rose or Claudia Carbone right away. It's not going to happen. None of us do. You know, I've been doing this 2.5 years. I still have so much to learn. Anyway, so feet flat, knees soft. Now, what we do with our shoulders is we take our shoulders and roll them back. Why do we do this? Because we spend most of our time dancing with our arms held up. This way, this way, this way, this way. But the arms held up. And if you just use your arm muscles, your shoulder muscles to hold up your arm, you know, your arms will just get tired. And believe me, when you're dancing, a very short period of time suddenly lengthens. You know, Doctor Who would say it's wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey, but seriously, you know, 5 minutes in dance terms is a long time. It's very tiring. So holding your arms up for 5 minutes is hard. So what we do when we roll back our shoulders, we are basically engaging our shoulder blades and our back muscles to hold up our arms. Okay? Then, so feet flat, knees soft, shoulders roll back. Now, what you do is you take your pelvis and you tuck it under. And the reason you do it, two reasons. One is your back is flat, your lower back is flat, and your abs are engaged right away. What that allows you to do, what this posture allows you to do, when you start doing Omi, this is the tight little circle that we do. Omi, there's room for your lower back and for your abs to move, but it also protects the lower back muscles for you so that you don't yank me. No, sweetie, I'm not gonna blackmail you. I don't like blackmail. That's not nice. I appreciate the sentiment, but no. Besides, if I was gonna start blackmailing somebody, it would be probably get expensive because I have a pink champagne taste and a beer budget, so you don't want to get into that. So that's our posture: feet flat, knees soft, shoulders rolled back, and our pelvis tucked under. And one of the hardest things when you are dancing is to be very aware where your posture is at. Eventually, you just get used to holding the posture. Eventually, but it doesn't happen right away. So let's do another. And you know what? Let's wait a second. Let me check again if I have anyone out there. Okay. All right. So let's do another one, and then actually I'm going to show you another one. So I showed you the posture. I'll show you maybe a couple of shimmies and a body roll. Those are fun. So let's see. Put on another bracelet. By the way, something else to remember. So hi, thank you for joining, CJ. I am very well. We are dancing, so feel free to join us at any point. We're doing some belly dancing. We're talking about belly dancing. We're talking what it does for our health. So you are more than welcome to hop on in and shake it up a little bit. All right, let's do another one. This is fun. Which one haven't I done yet? Let's do this one. And again, folks, I apologize because I'm playing copyright-free music. I get commercials, so bear with me. You know, it's just, it is what it is. This was the only way for me to use music on this and not get dinged for copyright violation. So I appreciate your patience with it.
Shop the styles and finishes you want from the...
Okay, so this is another one I picked for my playlist. This is again non-traditional belly dance, non-traditional music for belly dancing. It was not written for belly dancing. I picked it because I thought it was an interesting song, and I like the idea of trying to do belly dancing to it. And so that's another thing. If you want to try it, pop into your playlist and just listen to what you have there and see what gives you belly dance vibes, because you will be surprised where you find it. I've done belly dancing to Imagine Dragons. I've done belly dancing for music from The Greatest Showman. I've done belly dancing to Opera Babes, to Elton John. So honestly, there's a lot more musical material out there for you to dance to than you might imagine. So here we go.
In this dark and smoky room, your face reflecting bright green, brights and blues. You know I kinda want to disappear with you, but don't think that is what I would usually do. You know it's just that I felt that even more me press his lips up against mine. Don't wanna put this whole thing out like I do it.
like I said, this is work. Oh, thank you for the kiss. That is so sweet. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you. I assure you, I am not perfect. None of us are. We try. Like all dancers, we try very, 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 very hard. So, I am sort of tired. Like I mentioned this before. First of all, I need to remember to breathe when dancing. And second, it's so much work. And 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes in belly dancing terms, in any dancing terms, is a very long time. One of the best examples is, look at the ballet, at ballet dancers, and look at each ballet has like number of group scenes, and it has a number of solos and duets, all of that. And just look at how, look at how long they last. And believe me, that pas de deux that might last like 6 minutes is flipping exhausting. Lily, that's totally right. Please go charge your phone. Don't worry about it. It was lovely having you here. I know you usually hustle for me. So, hey Lily. Oh, totally go charge your phone, babe.
Hello. I wanted to say
Hey.
hello briefly. I'm literally sitting in a parking lot because I'm going to go into a shop to get something, but I wanted to make sure I saw your beautiful face.
Oh, thank you.
Hopefully if your schedule allows, I'd love to do a Instagram video chat with you to chat about a couple of things if that's okay. But
Sure. Yeah,
I'm
we'll schedule something. Unfortunately, my schedule, I usually work like 7 to 5 daily,
mhm,
plus trying to
yeah.
make content and all of that. But we'll figure something out. I'll ping you. I know where to find you. So, but
You know where to find me. Yes.
I hope you enjoy the show.
Yes, I really am delighted, and it's so funny. Like I found inspiration
Oh,
um
good,
for that. Yeah.
good,
I
babe. You are breaking up, so I think your battery is like not cooperating. So, yeah, yes, CJ, I am gonna do another dance. I think I'm gonna go do another costume change because I'm bored with this one. You know, um, give me like a 30 seconds. Like I said, it doesn't take me that long to change. So I'll be right back with you. All right, I'm back. And like I said, I will show you another I will. Just let me finish pulling myself together. So, one of the questions I get is what is my favorite type of belly dance costume? I started in traditional choli and harem pants, but hi, thank you for joining. So, but hey, sweetie, hi, Mandy, good to see you. You are missing all the fun. You should I'm on my third costume, Mandy. So yeah, but anyway, so then I discovered dancing in a skirt, and I'm sorry to say, but much as I love harem pants, I love harem pants. They are comfortable, and everybody should totally have some. And I think they're lovely, but they're not my favorite for dancing in. Even though the skirt is harder to maneuver, because most, with some exceptions, and my belt danglies are tangled. But so the problem with the skirt, yes, the skirt is harder to maneuver. The skirt is sort of almost more of a dance prop than a part of your costume, because you have to move that thing. So that's all right, Mandy. Don't. It's all right. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the likes and the loves. It's always good to see everybody here. So yeah. So and I have somewhere a video about dancing costumes and dancing props, and so because so many belly dancing skirts are so voluminous, they're so big, and that's that's what creates the drama. They are definitely challenging, but I love skirts. And part of the problem for me, I'm forever taking things up, because I am only 5'1", so, and my dog is in the way. Move, dog. There you go. So everything is too long on me. So I am forever taking things up. With the harem pants, it's not as much fun, because it's not as much of a problem because they're caught at the ankle. But with skirts, yeah, I just finished taking out the skirt for my red costume, and I'm debating what to do with the black one. But yeah, it's a challenge. But one of the things is that when you pick and choose what you're going to dance in, it should reflect your style. It should reflect your because you're not going to be comfortable in your costume unless it reflects part of who you are. So I pick my costumes very, very carefully, because I want them to reflect my style and as a dancer and me as a person. So when you pick and choose, yes, they're pretty and sparkly, and you want to get one in every color. Yes, but think about how they reflect you. Think about that, and go from that, and also think about how comfortable you think you're going to be. Good news is that, again, no, I'm not sponsored by bellydance.com, but bellydance.com, if you're listening, I would love to be. Come on in. I'm a huge fan. I think half of the reviews on your site are from me, so there you go. But no, serious business. Bellydance.com has a return policy. You can always return and exchange. The sizes are going to vary. That's going to be challenging. Hi, oh my goodness, all the way from Nepal. Hello. Hi, folks. It's good to see you. Yes, we're gaining some audience here. So, again, pick your costume, then try it on. Just walk around in it. I've done it. I've actually, seriously, just ask Sir Jeremiah if he's still on, if it's true. But I have spent a day, literally, just going about my business, working at my desk, doing laundry and my belly dance costumes. It has been known to happen because that's how I know what if anything pinches, if anything rides up, if anything slides down that it shouldn't be. So if I have to take them in, if I have to do something, I know to do that before I actually have to dance, because you don't want to be putting on a performance and suddenly having a wardrobe malfunction. So, yeah, that's data analysis. Well, I don't have, it's not a bad thing. It's being multifunctional. Plus, I personally think that people should be allowed to wear their dance gear to the office because it's a very positive thing. If you want to show up in a tutu, great. Where are you from? I am originally from Ukraine. I grew up in the southeast of Ukraine. I grew up when it was still part of the Soviet Union. I came to the United States in 1994 when I was 19. And I've been living in the United States ever since. And I currently reside in the western part of the state of North Carolina. Thank you for asking. And excuse me. Thank you. I appreciate that. I try to look nice for my lives. Thank you. Hang on 1 second. I think one of my dogs is asking to come in. Give me a sec. And she's gonna crash a lot. That's Phoebe. But let me see what I have in terms of music. And again, I apologize for the.
It's foreign territory.
Okay, so this one is Darbuka, and here's what I want to show you. So Darbuka music is used a lot by belly dancing. It has a really good beat. It's a beat. And when practicing, we use it a lot for shimmy practice. So any sort of, rapid hip movement, this is a shimmy. There are multiple types of shimmies. You have to practice them. Right now, I know I can shimmy for 3 minutes nonstop. Why do we do that? Because on stage, yeah, we may need to shimmy only for 30 seconds, or we may need to only shimmy for 10 seconds. We don't know. But knowing that you can go for 3 minutes is kind of it's a beautiful thing. It's awesome. So Darbuka music, like the one I'm about to play for you and show you right now, is very much a shimmy music. So depending on where it goes, I don't remember where this music goes, honestly. But depending on where it goes, I'm gonna probably be doing a lot of shimmy. And again, jump on in, shake it up a little bit, do a little hip hop, whatever, and have fun. Always have fun. It doesn't, if you're not having fun. I am an amateur belly dancer, Amanda. I'm not a professional. I work as a data analyst for a hospital, but belly dancing is a great passion. Hi, from Sri Lanka. Oh my God. Long ways away. Yes, thank you so much for joining. Enjoy. So let's do some more dancing, and like I said, jump up, shake it out, have fun.
of any kind, you need to start.
That was a lot of shaming. Whew. I'm getting my exercise. I am drinking water. By the way, I don't drink sports beverages because I don't think that the amount of exercise I do warrants, you know, the use of sports beverages. But what I do drink is this. I drink lemon water. So if you have been to the juice aisle at the grocery store, they have boxes of the True Lime and True Lemon and lime juice packets. So basically concentrated. So, you know, that's what I drink. They have no sugar in them, just, you know, citric acid, basically. But it helps tremendously. Both when I dance and when I exercise. I also like hiking. So I go on these tremendously long, ridiculously long hikes. And I think the longest one I've done was like 8 miles in a day. So yeah, I mean, this is my beverage of choice, the lemon water. Very, very, very helpful. Love it. So we were talking about shimmies. Shimmies are interesting. I mean, there's a lot more to belly dancing than shimmy, but it's fun. You know, it's fun to do. It's a fun ornament. What sort of hikes? Just hiking. You know, because I live in Western North Carolina, we have a lot of parks. We have national forests. We have DuPont National Forest. We have Pisgah National Forest. We have a ton of hiking areas. So I just pick a trail and I just go. Have you tried Zumba? Yes, I've been doing Zumba since 9 years ago. I've been doing Zumba for 9 years. So yeah, I do that. Unfortunately, right now my favorite Zumba instructor is laid up with a knee injury, and it's kind of a bummer. But yeah, so I hike a lot. Another form of what I consider dance fitness I do is barre, B-A-R-R-E, and that is a ballet-based dance fitness. It helps me develop balance and control over the movement, so that I don't you know, I don't flop around, basically. Well, I'm not a professional because it's not how I make my living. One of the dancers that I follow here, Tacoma Dance, she is in Tacoma, Washington. Kate, she is amazing, and she makes her living with belly dancing. She teaches belly dancing full time. She dances full time. So, you know, I am not. You know, that's not what I do. This is, you know, it's a hobby. I love it. It's a dearly beloved hobby. I love doing this a lot more than I love my job, even though I kind of enjoy my job. I love data analytics, but I love doing this. So, but it's just a hobby. Yes, it does get rid of stress, because guess what? When you're doing belly dancing, not only are you getting free endorphins, but as you do with any exercise, but you're also looking smashing and wearing sparkly things. So, I mean, what's not to love? You know, so yeah, it's absolutely, you know, it absolutely is helpful in terms of getting rid of stress. And well, and here's the thing. Again, I get it that it's not for everyone. I absolutely positively get it. Trust me. You know, you know, it's some people are just not comfortable, you know, not comfortable with you know, the revealing costumes. And I told you, costume is totally optional. A dancer is still a dancer without a costume. You know, you could do this, you know, in yoga pants and a t-shirt, and that's totally fine. You know, some people are not comfortable with the movement because the movement is weird, because it engages muscles in us that we don't normally use, or we don't use them that way. So I totally get it. How often I do this? Every day. Yes, Mandy. See, you say yes. It absolutely does work. Yes. Yeah, I do this every day. So there are two reasons why I do this every day. The obvious reason is because I want to become a better dancer. You know, that's the very basic truth of it. And I started so late. So I have to try harder to catch up to the younger dancers. The other reason is because I have an inoperable spinal defect. I have high seated spine, which means basically my spine sits about an inch or two higher than normal person's, what means that it's wobbly. My spine wobbles. And so in order for my spine to perform its support function, I have to exercise my core and do things like belly dancing and bar and Zumba and other things to basically stay mobile, stay able. So that, you know, that's another reason why I do this every day. It's discipline. You know, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of love. And it's a lot of discipline. And you kind of have to, you know, have to just get into this. Yeah, I mean, I'm a better dancer now than I was 2.5 years ago. So, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you like, I like my dance, you know, and I'm improving constantly, you know, there are things, you know, you don't see, like things that I practice on my own. You know, I might decide to pick like half an hour and just do shimmies. You know, I might decide to pick 15 minutes and just do twirling. Believe it or not, that's important. Being able to spin like a dervish is very, very important in belly dancing. Again, if you want to look out Horace Mazarabi, he spins like a devil. Oh my God, that dude can spin. He can go for 3 minutes. He, in one of the intensives, virtual intensives he's done, you know, not this past summer, but the summer of 2020. So he challenged us to spin with him. And he said, you know, just stay with me, you know, just stick with me for as long as you can. And then, you know, when you start feeling nauseous, drop to your knees, put your head on the floor. And so he went for 3 minutes. I stayed with him for 47 seconds. That's the longest I've ever twirled in my entire life. No, not entirely self-learned. I've taken classes. I've taken belly dancing classes in person with an instructor for 1.5 years, and then we had the pandemic. And then I continued taking virtual classes, and I've taken virtual seminars, virtual lessons. I do follow Horace Mazarabi on Patreon, so I can access his classes whenever I want. You know, he uploads them. So, you know, Mandy, this is a good question, actually. Mandy, I don't spot using the traditional method of spotting because of my back. So if I try to spot, so here's what we're talking about. So Mandy brought this up. She can't spot without getting whiplash. What we're talking about is twirling. So the traditional method taught to a lot of dancers, ballet dancers, is like pick a spot that is not moving, like somewhere. And then, you know, as you're turning, keep your eye on the spot and then whip your head around and immediately pin your eyes to the spot. And you can see, for example, if you're watching ballet, again, I keep going back to the ballet, a dancer doing fouette. You can see them doing that. You can see how their head spins around. But some people can't do it because it hurts. I can't do it because it hurts, because my spine doesn't sit where it's supposed to be. So it yanks my spine literally when I do this. And so it really hurts. So what do you do? You know, what do you do to overcome this? One of the things that, and this is something I learned from Horace, is that instead of spotting traditionally, lock your eyes on something on a body part that is not moving with respect to you. So here's what I mean. So you may have noticed when I'm spinning, I have an arm out. And that is normal, by the way. We always keep an arm up in some way, you know, in belly dancing. So my eyes are on that arm. And again, this requires tremendous discipline because your eyes tend to wander. And I'm autistic, so maintaining any kind of eye contact is tremendously hard for me. So I'm here, my eyes are on my hand right here. And so when I twirl, my hand is not moving with respect to me. And the trick is to never, 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 never take your eyes off that hand. That way you can spin for quite some time, you know, and not get dizzy. So I'm going to try that right now. And I've done some spinning for you already as part of the dancing, so here. So this is what we're talking about. So again, as with everything else, you know, as with everything, you know, as with everything else, you have to practice it. You know, you have to practice it. What Horace taught to us about, because we asked him, said, Horace, you twirl all the time and you're changing your position all the time. So he had taught himself to actually change what he's spotting out. He's still spotting. So he's still doing it. He picks a, he picks a spot somewhere on the floor that he spots on. So yeah, it's flipping insane. Like I said, look up Horace. You'll know what I mean. It's his signature mark. He loves to do this. So let's do another one, folks. Let's do some more dancing. Jump in with me. Actually, what do I have? Let me grab a prop. Be right back. We haven't done anything with a prop yet, so let's grab a prop. Let's do something with a prop. Here we go. And again, my apologies for the commercial.
Using artists for your videos. I'm Ryan. I'm a filmmaker, host, and creator of
Hi.
Film Riot, a YouTube channel with almost 2 million subscribers that has been
So, thank you, Stuart. Appreciate it. So this was a veil. Thank you. Thank you, Mandy. Hang on. I really have to remember to breathe. Let's talk about undulation. So, as with everything, my one of my martial arts instructors, I can't freaking talk. One of my martial arts instructors used to say, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Mandy, you know this? This is an Aikido postulate, yeah? There you go. So, let's talk about body rolls. And Stuart, I'm looking at you. You do body rolls, but yours are not the same. So, once again, let's remember our posture. And this is where we are different again. Remember the difference with any other posture and any other dancing. First of all, our feet are flat, knees are soft so we don't pass out. Tuck your pelvis. Yeah? So that the bottom, your lower back is flat, and engage your abs. And roll your shoulders so that our arms are supported by our shoulder muscles instead of our upper arm muscles, right? So we don't get tired. So now let's talk about the roll down. The first part of the roll down is what? The up. So, and this is my favorite. I'm not going to change it. This is how Melanie taught me. It's ridiculous. But where are my cosplayers at? So my cosplayers, imagine you're a damsel in distress and you see the villain approach. Okay? Go. Like that. So that's your up. You engage your up. This is what I was talking about when I said it's not just abs. It's upper abs, lower abs, middle abs, all of that. So engage the abs that are right around your diaphragm and get up, right? Then we go forward and then back, and we bring everything back. And so that is where our playroom is at with our pelvis. Remember I said, why do we tuck our pelvis? This is exactly why. Because we want to be able to do this. So it's forward, back, and tuck. So up, forward, back, and tuck. Up, forward, back, and tuck. And that's your down roll. Now, hi folks, thank you for joining. We are having all kinds of fun. Hi Lourdes, thank you for joining. It's good to see you. God, the entire gang is here. It's lovely to see you all. So, we got our roll, right? We're done. Now, engage your lower abs back up. Engage middle, 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 up. And you have your up roll. So, this is what you do for like numerous times until it sinks. There's literally no way. Nobody has a good body roll to start with. Nobody. It's not just you. It's not anybody else. It's practice. This is practice, guys. I wasn't born doing this. Trust me. Well, there you go. Lourdes, Tahitian and Hawaiian is very close. They have the body roll. They have the shimmy. Boy, howdy, they shimmy with the best of them. They have the hip motion. So yeah, if you have that background, it should be a no-brainer for you. It's really easy. The difference again is theirs is more structured. So depending on which belly dancing you are in, some of it is more structured. There's some group dancing because I've done choreography, but what you have seen today, this is all freestyle, guys. None of this was choreo. This is me frantically trying to remember where the song goes at any particular moment and basically freewheeling it. So, you can dance with a group if you are into a more structured approach, that is totally fine. If you feel more secure when you have a leader who says, okay, this is what we're going to do, that is totally fine. And it is tremendous fun because you're in a group, everybody else is there, doing the same thing. You're having fun. You know what's coming next. No problem. So what I do, and again, this is Horace's influence on me as a dancer, is he and I do the same thing. We pick a song and we listen to it ad nauseum, over and over and over, until every aspect of the arrangement is sunk in. So you just know where it goes. Right now, yeah, I was a little sloppy. I should have listened to my playlist for a few more times. But, yeah, I didn't. But, so you listen, and then, because it's so sunk in, you go in and you have your set of sort of, you have your belly dancer's toolbox, so to speak. And so you have your favorite moves, and again, it depends on how much how much space you want to take. So because I'm a very small person, I want to take up space. So I like the big, diagonal arms. I like the big kind of sinking lunges. Don't do that without practice. You're going to pull something. Do not do that. That's another area where we have lots and lots of practice. So I love doing those things to take up space. Horace likes doing smaller moves because he's very tall and gangly. So he likes more playing with the finesse, with the isolation, with the body rolls, with the shimmies, and he has amazing arm movements too, because he has nice big, undulating arms. And so figure out, what you want to do with that. Figure it again. You don't have to be like me. You can't be, because we're two completely different people. Even if we looked identical, you might be drawn to a different kind of music, different kind of movement, different kind of impact you want to produce. My personal style of dancing is sort of very fantasy-like, very dream-like. This is the vibe I like to project because, frankly, we have too much reality lately for like a few years. So, and I'm cool with that, and that is what I want to project. If you want to project something else, that is totally cool. That is awesome. If you want to project precision, if you want to project appeal, if you want to project allure, that is fine. That is totally fine. Just find your own dancer in you. Let me see what we have left on the playlist, and I'm trying not to run out of steam on you guys, because this is work. And there's something else. There's another prop I wanted to show you. Lourdes, thank you for the likes. I really appreciate it. That is so sweet. No, I am drinking water. I've been drinking water the entire time. Also, the temperature I've been cold adapting. We've had temperatures in the freezing range in the mountains, but now suddenly it's warm. Let me just check and make sure that I don't need AC. So give me 1 second. Be right back. So what you've seen just like a couple of minutes ago, what I've shown you, that was working with a veil. Veil is a very interesting prop. It's challenging for me because it is big. Veils are big. They're made for normal height people. They're made for people who are 5'6" and over, and I'm not. So again, as with costume, practice with your prop. Get to know your prop. And not all veils are the same. The weight of the fabric is different, okay? Like this is a very beautiful sort of patterned fabric, right? It's heavier than the non-patterned kind, okay? Even the same length of fabric. So learn how you can hold on to it. Can you hold on to it in movement? You don't want it to pull out of your hands. A lot of these are silk and nylon, so they're going to pull out of your hands because they're slippery. So learn, what can you do with it so you can pull it with you. You can twirl, that type of thing. So again, if you're going to work with a prop, learn your props. and do it well before you have to, perform, or you want to perform, because you don't want any surprises. You want your prop, to be nice and ready, and you want the two of you be happy together. Basically, a prop is a little bit like a dance partner. You don't just step in and start dancing with someone unless you're kind of brilliant. And some people can do that, but you usually rehearse with your dance partner. Well, treat your prop like you treat your dance partner, just like practice with it. Now let me see what I have in my music here. What I have happening. That's too long. That's somebody else. Although, no. Give me something slow, guys. Okay. All right. There are different types of belly dancing, yes. So my primary training was in American tribal fusion style, which is a less formal style that combines bits and pieces of other style. There's also Egyptian, there's also Arabic, there is also tribal fusion that is not American. So there are definitely different ones. I think at this point, a lot of us are just combining whatever bits and pieces we've learned from other styles. That is totally fine. You're gonna pick stuff up that you like. For example, what I like from the tribal fusion style is the freedom, what they do with the arms. It's very challenging because in the tribal fusion, American tribal fusion, you're holding your arms up almost the entire time and your arms get tired. What you're seeing here, you see my arms are up a lot. And I cheat occasionally, I put my arms down. But what you're seeing is planks, side planks. Did I mention planks? Those of you who do yoga, Stuart, if you're still on, you're familiar with the chaturanga. Controlled chaturanga, not just like belly flop chaturanga, but controlled chaturanga. Yeah, that stuff. Again, you're not just gonna up and have your arms up the entire time, but this is what I like, because again, I am, as a smaller dancer, I like taking up space. I like to create the impression of size and kind of explosion of movement. So this is, work those arms. Yeah, Mandy, absolutely. Yeah, you work those arms like a beast. So yeah, that is a huge challenge. And again, when you're working with a prop, that's another challenge, because not only now you're holding up your arms, now you're holding up your arms and your prop, So you have to account for that. And so your arms have to be, top notch. I couldn't probably arm wrestle anybody strong. I probably could not arm wrestle Sir Jeremiah or Stuart, but I have pretty strong arms, and you have to, it's again, it's one of those behind the scenes things that you do not see. You just don't, because it's just the grinding part of dance training. Ballet dancers do it, ballroom dancers do it, and ballet dancers do it too. We all do it. We all have to have some type of routine to exercise the body parts. Here's another thing. So I like, again, this sort of fills space and it fills time. I like multi-level choreography. So what does that mean? It means that I either start up and go down and then back up, or I start down and then go up. And I actually had to post this in several of my, Mandy, you've seen this. I had to post this in several of my dance videos, is where I start down and I say, do not try this at home unless you have thighs of steel. And I'm going to show you what I mean. So I start here. And you have a control rise. So you're rising from the ground like a flower, you know? And it's not, you can't just like up and you know, pop up and do that. Because that is, again, that is core, that is balance, you know, that is a lot of squats and a lot of plies. This is what we all can, you know, yeah, brought back memories for Hawaiian. Yeah, again, we are all riffing off the same stuff. We are all of us dancers are riffing off the same stuff. So, let me go, because these harem pants, I love them, but they're very hot. I'm going to change into a skirt. I'll be right back in a sec. So, and we'll do a couple more, and then we'll wrap up. So, and I have to let in my cat, who is whining. So, here we go. My cat was whining. I had to let him in. So this is actually the first you know, first skirt I tried dancing in. And it's not a belly dancing skirt. What a lot of people don't realize is that how much of my belly dancing gear is actually not for belly dancing. It's skirts and palazzo pants I have. Use them for belly dancing all the time. Not intentionally belly dancing. So I love the skirt. If it ever dies, I don't know what I'm going to do, but it's your basic white cotton skirt. I've had it for so long that the elastic died and I had to put darts in it to actually have it stay on to avoid wardrobe malfunctions. But yeah. Yes, no, Mandy, we're going to leave your knee. Sir Jeremiah, we're going to leave your knees to you. Yes, Sir Isaac. He always video bombs, folks. The big black and white cat. His name is Sir Isaac. He's named after Isaac Newton and Isaac Asimov, but he routinely bombs my videos. If you've watched enough of my belly dancing videos, you've seen him properly, like trotting across the room or just sitting off to the side or whatever. So let's do another, folks. And again, you know, if it moves you, if the music moves you, pop on in, pop on over, dance with me. You know, let's you know, it's a positive thing, man. You know, dance. Come on and dance. You know, have fun, wiggle it up a little bit. So let's try this one. started slow, went fast, real fast. Oh. Thank you, Lourdes. Thank you, I appreciate that. See, what you're seeing now is something most spectators don't get to see. Because the dancer sachets prettily into the wings and you know, just disappears, and you don't see them breathing like a beached whale and drinking water and, like, I don't know, falling helplessly into the arms of whoever is standing waiting for them in the wings. Because I've done that, not belly dancing, I've done that when I was doing other kinds of dancing, but it is amazing how much energy this thing takes. You know, if you have ever done live performances as a dancer, you know. And this is why I'm taking break. This is how long it's taking me to catch my breath. But thank you so much, everybody. We might, yeah, I see, Lourdes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And it's like, you know, they just don't see you like all the, you know, you're all out there like a graceful butterfly or whatever, you know, and you're just so pretty and you're smiling and you take your bow and you just go, and the wings, you're just dead, you know. And yeah, it is tough. It's again, you know, I keep going back to ballet because I haven't done serious ballet, but I've done some enough to know what it's like. And you know, people say, well, what's the big deal with being so tired after doing the Nutcracker? It's only like an hour and 20 minutes. I'm like, oh, try it. Oh, well, you know what, Mandy, you know, when we make those millions with the Land Far Away series, we're going to get us each, we're going to get matching fainting couch. You know, we're going to do that. We're going to get matching fainting couches. We're going to go visit Jim Jim and his wife in Ireland, buy a castle, put our couches there, have a library, invite Hebridean Baker to come cook for us, you know, invite Joey to come over and recover from his heartbreak. We're going to have it all covered. Yeah, that too. I've never actually performed a CPR, but I can imagine, you know, I've worked for a hospital long enough to know, you know, what that's like. That is, ouch. Yes. That is, again, people don't, you know, people watch the medical shows and they don't realize how it actually works. It's not like they show on TV. It's not. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry to pop anybody's bubble, but real hospital and imaginary hospital are two very different things. What time is it? Okay, so we're at 4:47. Yes, adrenaline. Oh my God. Yes, and you just like, yeah, it's a total crash. I'm definitely gonna be doing the puddle. Oh, you know, Lourdes, are you familiar with the movie Inside Out? I always think about sadness when she falls on her face and says, "I'm too sad to walk." That's me. She's like my favorite character in the whole movie. I love sadness. And, you know, when she's just like, boom, and she is just out and, yeah. When adrenaline drains and, you know what else is similar to that? So I remember when I was doing martial arts training, it was like that too. In my style of martial arts, which was Nihongo Shinaikido, one of the tests is called an attack line, and you're standing in the middle of the room, and the people keep coming at you one after another with different attacks, and it happens 100 times. and you have to deflect, defend against the attack and get your opponent to the floor 100 times. And, after you're done with that, it's like, oh my God, I can't believe I just did that. It's like, I'm done. All right, folks, it's almost 5 o'clock. So, and I know we have other friends who are getting ready to go live on both sides of the pond. And I know we have a lot of audience overlap, between, Annie and, Katrina and Lily and myself. We're all fans of each other, and basically we're all like a collective audience. So I know we have folks getting ready to go live around this time of day. So I'm gonna do one more and answer some more questions and comments, and we'll call it a day. All right. So if you are again in the mood, please join me. While I remember this, I am actually one of the things I did today. One of the things I did today was I finally finished filming a dance video, full-size dance video that's been sitting on the shelf for like ever. I was just not feeling it. So it is not belly dancing. It is a fan veil dancing. And those of you again who follow me, this is one of my favorite props, the fan veils. So, I use them a lot. So I finally filmed another dance video with fan veils. And so I'm going to try and compile it today and post it on YouTube, and I'll post a teaser on TikTok. It is to one of my favorite songs of all time, one of the most beautiful romantic songs of all time. It's Remember Me, Recuérdame, performed by Opera Babes. And it's just so... I am an old-fashioned romantic. Those who know me well know that I am like that. So that's coming. So, but yeah, we can have another 2 hours just on fan veil dance. And now I'm considering doing that. My only concern with fan veil dancing is that it is exhausting. It's absolute murder on the arms. So there probably will be less dancing, more talking if I do that. But I would love to show you those because I do love the prop, and it's one of my favorite things about the prop, because I'm very into fantasy and cosplay and all of that, is that it makes you look like a butterfly. That's one of my, and I often use the butterfly special effect in the videos where I use the fans, is because, well, I can show you. This is not particularly. So now, on a practical note, when you get your fans and you identify which one is right, which one is left, because they are hand specific, you spend like the next several days, every evening you have time doing this. It's like super exciting. You're loosening them up, and at the same time you're teaching yourself how to open and close your fans. I haven't been doing this for so long. You can't see it, but I have a dip in the middle of my hand that is calloused. Like it's like this callous little hole in the middle of my hand from using fan veils. Fan veil is like playing Wii tennis with just your wrist full length and at full length. Yes. So, who was it? X Chuckles. Wayne Felton and Stuart Mackey. I've challenged all of them to do 30 seconds of this instead of arm wrestling. None of them had taken me up on that yet. I am offended. I don't know, like, what is up with that. I mean, it's like almost like they feel that they might not be able to do that. So, I mean, the offer still stands, guys, try it. But yeah, I do love fan veils. I learned this about, I would say, a year and a half ago. And again, as with belly dancing, it's something I practice almost every day. I try to improve every day. This one is I am entirely, almost entirely self-taught. This is all from videos online and just my own ideas and my own practice. Yes, I don't know why they're scared of the Lich Mistress. I don't know. I don't know, Mandy. You tell me. You know, it's something going on there. Okay, so let's do one more. Let's all just relax. Let's breathe. Let's stretch. Let's do some halos. Let's do that, and just like let's enjoy ourselves. Let's hope this bastard doesn't speed up like the other one did, because that caught me by surprise. Here we go. How are we doing, guys? Are we relaxed? Everybody relaxed? No, Mandy, they're not glued to my hands. Okay, so that's a really good question. I love candles, but I'm allergic to fragrant candles. There are very few scents that I'm actually not allergic to, and I don't like very sweet scents. So, but like I said, I love candles. I love candlelight because it goes with my whole fantasy sort of romantic vibe. So I have these, I bought on Amazon. I think they're like a pack of 20, a box of 20. These are LED. They have a little switch in the back. They turn on and off. They last forever, although you can replace a battery. And Mandy, is with any prop, I consider this a prop, right? So what I did, I practiced how I might hold them so that I would still have the full hand movement. And here's how I hold them. So I put them on top of my middle finger, and then I put the index and the ring finger on each side, like so. And so they're very secure. Most of the time, I don't even remember I have them in my hands. Again, practice. I know nobody likes to hear this. Practice. But it's a prop. It's a prop, and you have to treat it, again, as you would a dance partner. Rehearse with it, try with it. There's some, so I can't use the full extent of my hand movement. So because when I use held movement, I like, again, because I try to create the illusion of length and movement, I like to use the fingers all the way to the full extension. Yeah. But so that is the one thing I cannot do with the light in my hand. So, but I can do, I can do all of the rotations, I can do the undulating hand, I can do, pretty face, I can do pretty hair, so I can do all that still with the light on. And again, I actually tried this with the actual tea lights, with the wax ones, but I kept spilling wax on me, and that hurts. And that's very distracting when you're dancing and you're getting splattered with wax. So I started looking around, and this is what I found. I'm very pleased with them. And when I use in my videos, I use bling effect a lot of time. So that's what gives them like the big glow, kind of this big magical glow. That's all that is. That's how they look. That's what helps them look the way they do. Folks, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate all of you. I know a lot of you are very, very busy. A lot of the content creators are usually busy on Sundays creating content because we have all jobs tomorrow. So thank you so much. No, Mandy, unfortunately not always witchcraft. I published a book today. I released more audiobooks to Authors Republic so that they would be available on other platforms. But thank you all for coming. I really appreciate all of you. I hope you enjoyed the show. Go dance. We can do some more dancing. We'll do some more cooking. I'm not going anywhere. I have updated my profile with my link tree because just having my website up wasn't quite doing it. I have more stuff there. So thank you. No, don't worry, Mandy. This is come as you are. You just drop in when you have, and I totally drop in when you can, drop out when you can, and I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Don't let the Monday blues get you down. Love you all. I'll see you around.